Let's be real. 2025 hasn't been easy for school leaders. Budget pressures, new AI policies, and the constant pull between urgency and grace. Most of the principals I've coached this year have told me the same thing. I'm tired, but I'm still standing. And that says a lot. Because leadership isn't about surviving perfect years. It's about learning through the hard ones. So as I've been reflecting on this past year in my own role as a superintendent, in cabinet conversations, and in coaching sessions with leaders across California, I've noticed 5 powerful lessons that are shaping how great leaders are walking into 2026. These aren't theories. These are the truths that emerged in the trenches. So grab your pen, grab your piece of paper, get ready to take some notes because we're going to get started right now. Hey there, Dr. Gordon Amerson here, Superintendent of Schools and Gallup Certified Strengths Coach. And on this channel, we leverage my experience from classroom teacher all the way to the office of school district superintendent to help you go further faster in your educational leadership journey. If this is your first time with us, welcome in and thanks for being here. And while you're here, don't forget, hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you don't miss any cool updates or any of our latest episodes. 2025 has been a challenging and in many ways unprecedented year with the advances of AI, with the challenges that are happening as we deal with issues around declining enrollment, and we're dealing with the ever-growing need to increase and close achievement gaps and increase those academic outcomes. But in those conversations and in those learning and reflective discussions, 5 themes have really emerged, and we're going to unpack those and talk about those today. So we're going to jump right in with lesson number 1. So the first lesson is the power of presence over performance. Your team doesn't need a perfect leader, but they do need a present one. And what I found is that this year, many leaders tried to run at full speed, chasing every initiative, answering every single email, fixing every single problem. And the result? Burnout, disconnection, and that quiet voice saying, I'm everywhere, but not really anywhere. What I've seen work instead is simple. Leaders who slow down enough to see their people. They walk the halls. They listen without a clipboard. They sat with teachers who were struggling instead of sending them yet another email or another form. Because presence builds trust faster than any performance metric. Remember, people don't remember your memos, but they do remember your moments of calm, your moments of compassion. As we move into 2026, put fewer things on your plate and put more intention into your presence. That's reflection number 1. Let's talk about lesson number 2, communication as connection. The second lesson that leaders learned this year, even clearer communication falls flat when people don't feel seen. We're great at sending information, newsletters, bulletins, updates, but that's not connection. The best communicators in 2025 stopped focusing on announcing and instead started focusing on engaging. They built 2-way communication loops. They hosted coffee with the principal. They walked classrooms and they asked simple questions like, what's working for you this month? What's working for you right now? Because clarity matters, but connection is what sustains and builds trust. So before you send your next email blast, ask yourself this. Is this communication or is it just information? An important distinction. And that's reflection lesson number 2. Let's talk about reflection lesson number 3, protecting your energy. Protecting your energy is, in fact, a key leadership strategy. Lesson 3 hits close to home because burned out leaders can't build thriving teams. This year, I watched amazing principals push themselves past empty, saying yes to everything, filling every gap, trying to hold the system together by sheer will. But leadership is not a test of endurance. It's a practice of stewardship. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It's strategic. If you are exhausted, your creativity fades, your empathy fades, and your patience fades. The best leaders I've seen this year started treating rest as a leadership responsibility. They built boundaries around their time. They delegated intentionally and trusted their teams to carry more of the load. So ask yourself, where am I over-functioning because I don't trust the system or I don't trust my people? Because releasing control can be the most courageous leadership move you make this year and definitely in 2026. And that's lesson number 3, protect that energy. Let's talk about leadership lesson number 4, data and storytelling. Data absolutely matters. We're a data-rich environment and culture, but let me be clear, stories are what move people. Lesson number 4, 2025 was the year of dashboards. Every district has one: an attendance dashboard, a literacy dashboard, a behavior dashboard, an engagement dashboard. They're color-coded and they're digitized, and they will always be here. And while that data is essential, the leaders who made real change went beyond those numbers. They turned the data into stories. They said things like, our attendance is improving because our students finally feel they belong. Our literacy scores jumped because teachers took ownership of that data and they designed their own small group plans. Do you see the difference? The numbers show the progress, but the stories explain why it's happening. And when you communicate both evidence and empathy, you move people's hearts, not just their spreadsheets. So as you look at your mid-year data, ask yourself, what's the story behind the numbers? Because the story behind the numbers is what will move the culture, the heartbeat, and the overall growth of your organization. And that's leadership lesson number 4. Let's talk about leadership lesson number 5, culture and conversations. Culture grows in the conversations that you don't skip. Lesson number 5 is one every leader has wrestled with in 2025. Avoided conversations are just unpaid emotional debt. Every principal I know has that one conversation that they have been putting off for weeks and months. A teacher not meeting expectations, on conflict between staff members, a colleague who is disengaged. The leaders who grew the most this year didn't avoid those talks. They had them early and they had them with empathy. They combined clarity along with care, because to be clear is to be kind. They didn't come in swinging. They came in saying, here's what I see, and here's how I want to support you. Culture isn't built at retreats. It's built in the daily conversations that we have, and more importantly, those daily conversations that we stop avoiding. Head into 2026. Don't just set goals. Set intentions. These 5 lessons aren't about adding more to your plate. They're about leading with more focus, courage, and heart. And the truth is, you don't need to become someone new in 2026. You just need to return to what made you a leader in the very first place. If this video hit home for you, I built a free resource to help you put reflection into action, and it is called the Checklist for Effective Leadership. It's a simple tool that will help you grow your skills, your knowledge, your expertise, and your habits that keep you grounded, keep you visible, and keep you intentional. It's the same framework that I share with principals and districts and teams that I work with, that I coach, and that I support. You can download it by going to the pinned comments below, as well as it will also be in the description below. And if you are ready to lead in 2026 with clarity, balance, and purpose, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with a friend, share it with 10 friends, and continue to check in on our episodes, because we are going to help you to continue to grow in your communication and in your growth. And if you liked this video, check out this next episode as well. It's going to help to solidify your leadership skills, your leadership capacity. And again, if you want more information on coaching resources, check our newsletter, check the description below as well. And as always, we want you to take care of yourself. We want you to take care of each other. We want you to be well. And we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks, everyone.